And we are live. 1 second. Oh, Mike way over there. Just dropped a cigarette. What an awful start. 1 second, guys. Wow, Jason, you're smoking? Yes. Do you know why? Because things are changing around here. We now have 2 channels. 2 channels? Why do you need that, Jason? Well, let me explain. Our main channel is a very serious channel where our main goal is to help grieving families. So when we want to do other type of content, such as something a little less serious or some of the things we'll get into today, call-in shows, read some lists, have some fun, we have this channel. Raise some money for the main channel. We have this channel. So we can smoke, we can do all kinds of crazy, wacky things, and we can have some fun. This is for true fans of the main channel that want to have other options of things to do. So thank you so much to everyone for joining us today. And we are going to have some fun. I know it is blurry. I don't know why, guys. Hang on. Is that a little less? Oh, it is a little less blurry, right? Is that better? A little bit? Still a little blurry, but hang on, guys. I did notice that, Kubi. I was hoping it was just me, but obviously not. Okay, that's better. All right, guys. So since that's kind of what this channel is. We'll do call-in shows. We'll tell some stories, have some fun. I don't know how often, at least a couple days a week. So since we don't have sponsors here at Jason Hebert Productions, I prepared a little skit for you. Okay? 1 second, guys. I'll be playing the role of Sarah and Becky. Hey, Sarah. Hey, Becky. Hey, did you hear the rumor? No, Becky. What's the rumor? That Jason Hebert only has $1? Wow, $1? What a loser. I'd never let him take me anywhere. No, Becky, because there's a new thing where we can help Jason Hebert get more dollars towards his channel. How do we do that, Sarah? Please tell me how. Sure, follow along and I'll show you. Let's share our screen. Am I sharing now? Okay. So what I do here is we can actually donate to the channel so that he can do things like actually run his main channel and go and do his road trip, which is going to be totally awesome documentary docuseries. So look at what we do is go here and we can give him money to support his channel. Okay, Becky, but there's 2 of us. So Jason Hebert will go from $1 to, if we both donate, then that's $3? That's still not awesome. No, check it out, Becky. What you do is if you go and click, oh, hang on, go here. If you go here and you click this little link right here under the video, which is which is always there, it links to his paypal.me, and then you can type any amount here. So if I want to give him $1 million, check it out. Wow, I just gave him $100,000 and now $1 million. So now he went from a dollar heir to a millionaire. And that's how we help Jason Hebert and get him what he needs to keep the channel running. Well, Becky, what a totally awesome idea. I'm going to go donate right now. Cool, Sarah, me too. How much are you going to give? Lots. And scene. What do you think, guys? I'm also available for, let me mute this. I'm also available for acting gigs if anybody needs any. All right, guys. Well, let's get going here. So what are we doing here today? Now that we're not talking about money anymore, I'm always bringing up money lately. What we're doing today is we have an awesome list, Unsolved Mysteries. It's actually from the creator, what he thinks of the creepiest episodes. So this will be really cool, I think, because I'm a huge fan of the show. That is the original true crime show. Disappeared and all that ended up really capturing my interest more later on. But Unsolved Mysteries, I went through phases where I loved that. Even as a young kid, I used to sit there and watch it. I don't know if I'm the only kid that was into that. It was pretty creepy for a kid to be watching. Not that I was creepy for watching it, but I mean, the show was creepy. But I loved it. So I'm curious to see what the creator, I don't even know who the creator is off the top of my head, what I'm assuming he or she thinks are the creepiest episodes. So give me just a second. this channel, guys, we're going to have fun with it. Give us a chance to show other sides of our personality. And if you do, go ahead and support the channel. As you guys probably know by this point, I will give you a shout out. So if you PayPal anything and you don't want your name mentioned, just there's a little note when you do it there's a little note where it'll say, you can just write, don't say my name or whatever. Am I on the right account? Yeah. So if you guys, it'll go to this one. Okay. So let me keep, 2323. So let me keep an eye on that number so that I'll know when you guys donate. Shoot me an email and I can give you a shout out. All right, guys. What show was it? Unsolved Mysteries. Hit that like button, please. Once you guys are finished with all your PayPal donations, hit the like button. I'm just teasing. All right, guys. I'm just here to have fun. All right. So let's get started with our list. Hang on one sec. I have it somewhere. All of our lists and fun things and columns will be done here from now on, guys. We will not be doing this on the main channel because it really hurts the numbers. And the numbers matter, not in a selfish way, but because it helps the people I interview. So everything fun and different and cool like this will be done over here. Not cool because the other stuff is the coolest stuff we do, but you know what I'm getting at. All right, let me see. Where is my list? Thank God I saved it. Go to bookmark. Oh, bookmarks. How's everyone doing tonight? Unsolved Mysteries. Unsolved Mysteries, 10 Creepiest Cases according to its co-creator. I probably will make a coffee. You guys know I'm king of getting up and walking away from the camera in the middle of the show. So I'm going to keep doing that. Wow, we're already at 112. We started today at 74. That's cool. So we got 40, 50 something people already. 40 something. Hey, CRG, what's up, man? You'd be doing better with your wrench. Here you go, watcher. There is your wrench. All right. Anyone else who is not a mod that wants to be, let me know. Let me make my coffee. Actually, I got a full coffee. Full enough, I should say. Keep going for now. Share coffee with us cold folks. My coffee is actually getting a little cold. All right, guys, let's take a look at the 10. I'm just trying things out here, guys. We can do call-ins too. I don't know. Should I allow you guys to do call-ins? You could pop in and no, but we'll never get to the list. But what I will do typically is don't do it now. But when I go here, I'll go to the invite. I'll copy that like that, and I'll put it right in the chat. Boom. If you try to come in now, I will deny you, so don't come in. But boom, I'll go like that, and that should be. Can you guys see that as a link? Yeah. So if you were to click that, you'd come in, and I could bring you on as a co-host. So that's what I'll maybe start doing for most of these. Yeah, because this is just us trying it out, having fun with it. So you can, do that. All right, what are we up to for people here? 13. I guess I can't expect too much. That's actually pretty good for this being our very first show. Hey there, CRG. Yeah, everyone will be denied if you try to come in. The call-ins would be fun. Yeah, we did a show like that before. Did you miss that one? We did have like 10 people at once. Look up the show that says 18-month anniversary. I'm sure someone will try to pop in right now. We will be denied. But yeah, we've done a like 8 to 10 person call-in show, and we will do that going forward. If you do try to pop in, I can bring you on real quick just to say hello, but we got to stick to the list, guys. We're already 10 minutes in. I haven't read one thing off the list. All right. So here we go. I'm trying to get a feel for this and how I'm going to do it. So let's have some fun. Unsolved Mysteries. 10 Creepiest Cases according to its co-creator. Article written by Dan Riley. Who's the co-creator? No, it doesn't say. Having produced, let's see right here. Oh, Terry Dunn Mirror. Oh, is that a female? Yeah, it is a female. I said I'm assuming it's a man. Look at me, already being sexist. Boo, Jason. Don't assume male. Having produced more than 1,300 segments on Unsolved Mysteries. Now, that's not episodes. That each episode had multiple segments, of course. Series co-creator Terry Dunn Muir, M-E-U-R-E. I'm guessing it's Muir. Has seen her fair share of spooky stuff And yet she has no trouble singling out stories from the show's run that still give her the creeps. Some are truly bizarre, featuring spontaneous human combustion, I don't know about that, impossible possession, while most are simply horrific crimes that could happen to anyone. Spontaneous human combustion, that's not real, right? We got any scientists in here of our 14 people, right? No such thing as spontaneous human combustion, is there? I pray there's not. Let me take a look. Okay. Oh, and I learned a new for people who donate. They're called donos, DONO. That's a donation. So I found out that that's what the cool people call it. So I'll be saying that. I'll be saying thanks for the donos. I'm just trying to figure out, would it come to this account or would it come to my other email? I think it'll come to this email if you guys donate, because let me just check. Let me make sure there's not one sitting there that went to the other email. Hang on. I want to make sure I give you guys credit if you do. Pretty sure it will come to this email. Yeah, why would it go to the other one? Because it's the same PayPal. Hang on. Let me make sure, and then we'll get going on. Yeah, so I'm still at the same spot. Oh, showing my screen. So we got 14 bucks in there. All right. Alrighty. Are donos like Joe Dos? No. Donos are way cooler than Joe Dos because it gets me moolah. It gets me money. Joe Dos just make fun of me. Melissa, thank you so much. Yes, of course it does. Thank you. And I believe that was towards the trip you donated, right? Sometimes some people donate just to help the channel, which is awesome because that's money I can use to, keep the channel going. And because by that, I mean, I can pay my bills so I don't have to work my regular job, which I can't right now because of my knee. And, and I can do more interviews. Like tonight, I wouldn't have had this interview tonight if you guys didn't donate. Like people like Melissa, is it? Sorry, so many people. Yeah, Melissa donated yesterday because she donated. Now I can do an interview tonight because I don't have to try to go to work. I really can't anyways. But so for people like her that if you donate a regular amount, that's awesome. But then there are some people that donate towards the trip. So that's a different thing. And if you don't know about the trip, I've talked about it many times. It's a docuseries where I'll be going around and interviewing people in person, helping with searches, looking at their baby pictures, sitting down with the family. It's going to be really cool and easier for nerds. 15 minutes and this class is over. All right. Tripping people. Don't be tripping me, guys. All right. So no donos. Nobody likes us today. So let's get started on the list. I was waiting to see if anyone did so I could shout them out before we get started, but nobody loves us. So let's get started. Speaking to Vulture, right? That could happen to anyone. Speaking to Vulture, right after 6 new episodes of the recently rebooted series debuted on Netflix, Dunn Muir explains that she made these selections in the same way that she chooses cases for the show. We always look for a variety of categories, she says. This season we have a murder, 2 unexplained deaths, a missing case, a wanted case, and a paranormal case. Everything we can do to create a good mix so that one story doesn't feel like the next. We're a little heavier weighted towards crime just because those are the solvable cases. For sure. Oh, yeah, because, it wasn't all crime, right? Sometimes they did, like alien stuff. And we can't say they're criminals. We don't want to accuse aliens of being criminals. You know what, guys? Just to make sure I don't have to stop to write the list, let me make a coffee real quick. Give me 1 second. If you guys have anything to do in the meantime, do it now. I'll be back in just a moment with my coffee ready to go. And then we'll get started on the first selection to Dunn Muir, Terry Dunn Muir. This is her first creepiest segment. Dial A for abduction. Speaking of aliens, season 4, episode 16. So I think we just got an email, so that might be a dono, guys. I'll check it when I come back. I'll leave you in suspense. All right, guys, water heating up. Just a moment here. Look who we got. He'll hang out with you guys for a minute while we heat our water up. And let's take a look. We do have a dono, $10. Let's see if she wants to be named. Am I showing my screen? No. She didn't say anything, so thank you, Laurie, for the $10. Thank you so much. No wonder he's popping around so much. I know I'm drinking a lot of coffee today. You guys joined me in my first stream earlier today. I was popping around like crazy. I was drinking a lot of coffee then. I'm drinking a lot of coffee now, even more. Thank you so much to Laurie, our first dono. So as of right now, Laurie is the coolest person in this room. Just kidding, guys. You're all awesome to me. I'm just trying to motivate you. All right, hang out with Toby for a minute and let me get my water, make my coffee. I'll be right back, buddy. All right, guys. And we have, after this, one treat left for the Toadmeister. Sorry, Toby. If we get some donos, I can buy you some treats. Otherwise, no more treats for a while. I'm just teasing you guys. All right, guys. Just having fun with it. Let's get going on the list because this is a really cool list. I'm just trying to be silly. And why can't my dog be chill like Toby? I know, guys. One thing I can't do is dogs that are all over the place. I love pets either way. But to me, it's like my favorite thing in the world. Just chill and relax, watch some Stranger Things with my boy. I love relaxed pets. Not a big something like a Jack Russell Terrier that are all over the place. I'm like, ugh, too much. I love them, don't get me wrong, but love and are two very different things, as most people know. All right. So thank you again to Laurie. And let's get going with some of our entries. I don't know if I'm going to keep this one since it's not a morning show and I'm just kind of farting around, goofing around. But you should do an Amazon wish list for Toby, Cheryl says, so we can send him gifts for being our leader. Like treats and stuff? Should I do that? Or toys or whatever? Maybe. That'd be funny. You guys really don't waste money on buying him treats, though. I mean, maybe. Oh, Watcher says it's a good idea, so maybe you do. What would you want, bud? He has his face pressed against the desk like this, looking at him. Can we see him? All right, guys. Yes, I'm wearing shorts with this horrible combination. I never said I was a fashion mogul. Wow, we're 20 minutes in and I haven't even started yet. So this probably is not going to be saved. We're just having fun, guys, letting you guys know we're here. We're a new channel. My name's Jason. Big J. P.O. Box. Yeah, I got to get a P.O. Box. Do you know what I'm scared of? What if someone, I don't know, it feels really weird to be like, send me stuff. I know plenty of channels do that. That's so weird. I guess it's not that much different than taking donations, though. But what if someone sent me something bad, like a bomb or something? I don't know. I always have that fear. I'd be scared to open things or a poisonous package or something. I mean, can you imagine? It's had to have happened, right? Somebody gets mad about something, especially with what I do. I'm covering criminal cases. It's the perfect opportunity for somebody to get back at me, right? To send something awful. I don't know. Maybe I'm exaggerating. I know, Cheryl. No, but people have suggested that for me too. And I'd have to open Toby's stuff, right? Unless he's going to use this cloth. Oh, I don't know. All right, guys. Let's get going. Dial A for abduction. So remember, these are not the co-creators' favorite. They're just the creepiest. On the night of April 4th, 1991, 20-year-old Angela Hammond disappeared from Clinton, Missouri, while talking to her boyfriend, Rob Schaefer, from a payphone. She described a suspicious man circling the block in a green pickup truck and then stopping next to her before she screamed and dropped the phone. Oh, I know this. Oh, I'm saying abduction, thinking it's aliens. Okay, sorry, guys. Schaefer jumped in his car and raced to the scene. I know this one well. And when he saw the pickup truck driving past him and tried to pursue it, slammed his car in reverse and blew its transmission. So this guy, he's flying, trying to find his girl, sees her in the car coming past, breaks his transmission. How crazy is this? Though police suspected him, I wondered that too. Did he make that up? That's a crazy story. But he was soon cleared when witnesses came forward and described seeing the truck. So apparently there's some truth to it. As the segment shows, Hammond's kidnapping might have been linked to two other Missouri cases, a murder and a still unsolved abduction earlier that year. I mean, it still could have been him. He could have set it up to have the truck there, like in case anyone saw it, kind of thing. I don't know. It was so tragic. He rushes off to try and save her. When it sounds like she's in trouble, his car breaks down, and he basically sees her going off down the road with her abductor. She's never seen again. My heart just goes out to him for the loss that he experienced, Dunn Muir says. Random crimes tend to be the scariest. The ones that frighten me the most are when these people are doing everything right. All she's doing is talking to her boyfriend on a payphone. This is the co-creator talking, Dunn Muir. And that'll be on each of these entries. She's not engaging in any kind of risky behavior or anything. Then suddenly this happens. She gave a description of the truck, the decal in the window, and of the creepy guy. Why didn't we find him in that truck? I don't know. I know, that's really weird. Do they have audio of her talking? Does anyone know of this case? Hi, Edna. Let me see. Yeah, isn't this one crazy, guys? Oh, do we have a dono? Oh, no, that's the other dono. Sorry. Thank you so much to Laurie again. I appreciate you. I don't know. Did you say anything in here, Laurie? Maybe. Is she not in the chat? Laurie, the one who donated? Are you here? Hi, Edna. He cures my depression about 8 minutes at a time. Who are you guys talking about? Lamb. Oh, I am Brandon Ferris. Was he a comedian? Is he funny? I'll check him out. Just so anyone knows, if you're new to the show, you are more than welcome to put links if you're a mod. Or, even if you're not a mod, you can put the link, we can copy and paste. Or you can promote your own stuff. We are totally open to that here. You don't have to worry about it. Yes, she's here. Okay. Thank you, Laurie. Oh my God, this keeps dying. One more second, guys. I just realized I have my lighter on me. Yeah, I definitely won't be saving this show, guys. So if you enjoy anything about this one, enjoy it now, because I won't be saving this one. All right. Let me get rid of this screen. We got 16 people here. All right, guys. Let me show my screen. How come you... Nope, that's not correct, watcher. Well, maybe that... I wonder if that link works, too. How come you're posting that link? Did someone ask for it? It's just PayPal, www.paypal.me/JasonEbert1. Unless maybe yours works too. Does that one work? Let me see, because I'm curious if that one works too, just so I know. Hang on, guys. Let me check. Remember, we're not saving this live, so we can fight around and goof off in this one. I'm just testing it out. The main thing I wanted to see is did notifications go out? And they did, so I'm pumped. We're up to 112. Hang on 1 second. I gotta go to live. Hang on, guys. Shareable link. Whoop. Okay. I got half of a cigarette here. I'm still gonna smoke that though. It works. Oh, okay. Well, that's a different way to put it, I guess. Is the paypal.com/PayPal me? Oh, wow. Oh, send and request. Yeah, that's a little different. The one So this is how it'll look. Ready? I copied it from PayPal. Worked for me. Oh, cool. Okay. Yeah, you're right. So this one looks like this, the one you showed, and the one I put. Oh, hang on. Hang on, guys. I'm gonna like this to happen. Doesn't even have the filter. All right, guys, but I'm out of cigarettes, so I'm desperate. The one that I put does this. Ready? I like this one the best. PayPal.me/JasonEbert1 and look it. Hey, now it's going to that one. Hey, that's not the normal one. Hang on. PayPal. That's not how it normally looks. Oh, that's not me. Oh my God! Now it goes to that. The other one I showed it to you guys in the beginning. Oh, that's weird. Well, it's still me, but now it's the send and request page versus the one we had typed. Huh, that's weird. It won't let me copy from the description. That's so funny. Well, whatever. Anyways, yeah, that's the link, guys. As long as it lets you send, then that's fine. But let me get the mail up so I know if you guys do donate. Give you credit. Okay. All right, let's go to the next one. Unknown Arsonist, Season 3, Episode 1. In 1989, a father and son discovered a videotape inside an abandoned camouflage jacket on the side of a road in Stockton, California. When they got home and watched it, they saw footage of a burning house with the filmer narrating his arson, painting, and saying, "This is hell, and look at the flames. Listen to the coyotes yell." When police investigated, they found a ceramic skull near where the tape was discovered and believed it could be the work of a Satan worshiper. After the Unsolved Mysteries episode, viewers called in to say the fire happened in 1988 in Redwood City, about 80 miles from Stockton. The cops eventually arrested 2 troubled teens for the crime. So why does it freak Dunmeyer out still? She says, "You hear the very creepy video. It was odd that it was discovered on the side of the highway. That's what caught our attention. And we actually solved this case by airing it. It was just these kids. They were underage, so we weren't able to reveal their names. I'm sure they've served their time and have been released. It wasn't, as far as we know, tied to anything else." Interesting. That doesn't sound like one of the creepiest ones to me, but the first one, she's spot on with that first one. "We should call Kubi boss," says Amber. Okay. I can call Kubi boss. I'm okay with that. "My darkest day, you make me laugh." All right. I don't know if you mean me or Kubi, but I'll take it. Even if you mean Kubi, I'll take credit. "Those teens didn't start that fire, I'm sure of it." Really? Why do you say that? My knee's still sore, guys. It's definitely healing, but it's just, it feels like stiff still. Like, it's a long process. I think it takes like 6 to 8 weeks, they said, to fully heal. It's a long time. So I'm trying to go slow on this just so we can hang out, guys. Oh, and in 2 hours on the dot, we have what do you call it? We have an interview today for anyone who doesn't know. Go Chiefs? No way. I'm a Tom Brady fan. I'm from Boston. Although part of me doesn't want him to win because I'm like, those would have been our titles. I mean, they really wouldn't have, though, because their team's way better than the Patriots this year, so he wouldn't have been able to do that. But I don't know. I love Tom still. The voice on the tape sounded older to me. Who do we have today? What, as far as our interviewee? It's actually a case that I just got today. I'll tell you. Let me pull up the info. Give me 1 second. Boom, 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 boom. Who do we have tonight for interviews on our main channel? We have, I'll show it to you. Hang on. So it's Erin Nichols will be our guest, and she's the mom. And let me see, do I have a missing post? I don't have a missing poster to show you. Okay. But it's for Trevor Nichols. Is anyone familiar with Trevor Nichols' case? Can't really show you. I can't show you anything because I can't show our private message without her permission. But I can show a picture of Trevor. Let me show you that. This is Trevor. This is tonight's missing. Wait, why is it showing that? Hey, hang on. Hang on, guys. I just pulled up. Oh, it's in fade. Hang on. I'm silly. Okay, so this is our missing. Ready? That's tonight's missing. Young kid. What a shame. Looks like a good kid too, huh? Smoking and taking forever. This show won't be up for long, guys. I'll probably delete it in the morning. I'll leave it up over the night. He said 10 more minutes. Who did? Instead of calling, do a call off for Kubi. Oh, you're 10 more minutes for your class, right? Where from? Smoking's bad. I know. I didn't start smoking until like a year ago. I'm 37 years old. How weird is that? I should be here for the interview tonight. Cool. Was Trevor in the army? Think I know this case. You know what? Let me pull up I don't want to share my screen. I'll pull up a little bit on this case. Give me 1 second. Trevor Nichols. Let me see little. Does he have like a Charlie thing? No. Oh, wait, Trevor Nichols missing. We'll do Charlie Project. I mean to say. There's missing poster. No Charlie Project or anything on him, huh? Wow, there's very little on him. What a shame. It's been a while. I think it's like 17 months. Hang on 1 second, guys. So here's his So Trevor Michael Nichols was last seen, Fort Drum, New York, on November 17th, 2017. Whoa, what did I say, 17 months? Totally off. 6'2", approximately 200 pounds, with hazel eyes, same color as me, short brown hair, and has a small scar on his left forearm. Trevor left without his driver's license and military ID or his cell phone and has not had any contact with his family. Huh. This will be a good one, guys. I'm looking forward to this one. What was the name? Trevor Nichols. All right, guys, give me 1 second. All right. Be United. Do you do all the missing posters? Be United. There's a lot of posters. Although I haven't gotten any from you guys in a while though. But I put you the links in each interview, so check them out, guys. be-united.org. Great group. If you want to put one for Trevor today, I'm assuming that's T. Go ahead now. I'll show you guys poster. All right, guys, let's get to the next one. Friends to the end. Heidi ho, ha ha ha. Do you know who says that? This episode's called Friends to the End, season 1, episode 5. But do you know who says, "You're my friend to the end"? Heidi ho, ha ha ha. Can you guess who says that? Does anyone know? Movie trivia there. We're losing people, guys. I'm boring you. 35 minutes in, just hanging out, not doing much of anything. Sorry, guys. We're just trying it out. Nancy Grace covered the case. Oh, okay. Does anyone know who says that? "You're my friend to the end. Heidi ho, ha ha ha." Nobody knows that? Come on, guys. 90s? No, howdy doody. No 90s kids in here? I'm not going until somebody tells me who says that. "You're my friend to the end. Heidi ho, ha ha ha." You have to pull a string. Begins with a C, his name. He's not good. Teddy Ruxpin. Come on. All right, sorry, Jennifer. I'm boring everyone, huh? Sorry, guys. Oh, wait a minute. Football. Is tonight the Super Bowl? I haven't even been paying attention. Chucky. Thank you so much, Hawk. Wait a minute. Super Bowl's right now, guys. What am I doing? Oh my God. I gotta rush through this now. Child's Play, yeah. Chucky. Jesus. No wonder you're talking about football. It's the Super Bowl. How did I not? I haven't been paying attention since the Patriots are up. Oh my God. Okay. Two teens, Kevin Ives and Don Henry, went out hunting one night in Bryant, Arkansas, only to be run over by a cargo train. At first, the 1987 deaths were deemed a suicide, with the medical examiner saying that the boys had smoked 20 joints and were in a drug-induced coma when they laid down side by side on the tracks together. Wow, you guys know I did an interview on a case very similar to this. I think this one was even mentioned in that interview. Their families eventually got the case reopened, and it was determined that while the boys had smoked a little marijuana, same thing. One of them was already dead from stab wounds, while the other was unconscious from a blow to the head when the train struck them. That's what we're thinking might have happened with these other kids. Why can't I think of his name off the top of my head? The interview. Additionally, a green tarp had been placed over the bodies, likely to prevent the train engineer from spotting them in time to stop. Yeesh. The cause of death was changed to murder, but the case was closed in 1995 with no arrests ever made. Some people suspect that the boys encountered locals involved in a meth dealing ring and that the police were somehow involved, which would explain the shoddy investigation. This one's really, really tragic, Don Muir says. There was a lot going on in this town, and I think the kids were just in the wrong place at the wrong time. The fact that it was ruled an accident and then finally they determined that the kids had been murdered, that's heartbreaking. I wish we could have solved this case. Oddly enough, a former WWF wrestler, Billy Jack Haynes, claimed in 2018 that he was there. Really? Billy Jack Haynes, I don't know him, but I was a big wrestling fan as a kid. That night after being hired by a local politician to intercept a drug deal. Don Muir says that this kind of new evidence doesn't rise to the level of credibility that would warrant an update to this segment. We continue to update all the original episodes, she says. Those usually consist of a case that's been solved. It's not just 3 leads came in, but if it's an actual result, we'll all go in and update the episode. Next one, I think number 5. What number are we on? Hang on. Friends to the end. 1, 2, 3. Wait a minute, that's all. I'm at dial A. 1, 2, 3, 4. What am I doing? Anyway, these go too quick. A for abduction, unknown arsonist, friends to the end, scared to death. 2 weeks, I think I skipped way forward on that one. 2 weeks after disappearing, season 3, episode 18, scared to death. 2 weeks after disappearing in 1989, Cindy James was found dead near an abandoned house with her arms and legs bound behind her back and a nylon stocking around her neck. An autopsy revealed that her actual cause of death was a morphine overdose, and the police ruled it as a suicide. That would be bizarre enough on its own, had James not reported being harassed and physically attacked by an unknown assailant for the prior 7 years. She first received threatening notes and phone calls, discovered dead cats hanging in her garden, had her phone wires cut, her house nearly burned down, and was assaulted 5 times. Jesus. Once in her home when she was stabbed through the hand with a paring knife, and another time when she was found battered and suffering from hypothermia in a ditch on the side of the road. The police, who never dusted for prints or thoroughly searched for evidence in her home after the incidents, said James made it all up. After her death, one doctor theorized that she had multiple personalities and one of the split Cindys murdered the other. Oh, God. That's always creepy. That she was tormented for 7 years and ended up dead. This has always been a real puzzler, says Don Muir. It's really hard to believe that she could have taken the drugs and also hogtied herself, I'd say. I think we can rule out, quote, accident. As for the multiple personality claim, she says, it's a theory. I know Ozzy Caban, the private investigator who worked with her for years, still believes she was being stalked and that she was murdered. Her family didn't think she was having any psychological issues. It's hard to imagine somebody inflicting that kind of pain, where there's actually a knife going through her hand. The big question is, who would keep this up for 7 years? I don't think we're ever going to solve that one. Yeah, that one's crazy. All right, guys. Give me 1 second here. I didn't realize the Super Bowl was on. You hate football? No. Kubi had to go for Jason did a video on the boys on the tracks. Yeah, it wasn't that one, though, Be United. It was actually a different one. All right. All right, guys. If you'd like to support the channel, let me put the link. We're not getting any donos, so let me just make sure you guys have it. It is in the description. You know, you guys are absolutely awesome when you do support that. You've really, really helped keep me going. It's like my main source of income right now. I can't work because of my knee. And most of you know, my mom, she's a cancer survivor. She just finished the surgery, so she can't work right now either. So you guys helping out has been huge, huge, huge. So that is the link if you want to support us. And that's basically it. So let me do the last few because we have the Super Bowl coming. All right, just go watch the Super Bowl. I do want to, but let me finish these up because I promised this to you guys. Halloween Party Death, Season 1, Episode 9. 17-year-old Kurt Sova disappeared after a 1981 Halloween party in a suburb of Cleveland. At first, the host of the party denied it ever took place before it was revealed that it had. At first, the host of the party denied it ever took place, till it was revealed that it had, and Kurt, who was never known to be a drinker, had ingested a large amount of Everclear grain alcohol. That is super strong alcohol, guys. His parents searched for him for 5 days to no avail before his body was discovered barefoot in a nearby ravine, a place where his dad had previously looked. Adding more intrigue, a strange man saw a flyer about Kurt in a record shop and told the clerk that the search was pointless, as the kid would turn up dead soon. Excuse me. And despite Kurt's being missing for 5 days, the coroner ruled that he had died just 24 to 36 hours prior to being found. The following year, a 13-year-old boy who knew Kurt was found dead in a ravine with his shoes missing. That case also remains unsolved. On a case like this one, somebody knows, says Dunmuir. If you saw Volume 1 of Unsolved, this story reminds me of the Alonzo Brooks case. Oh, I remember that one. Where a young man goes to a party, suddenly disappears, and then his body's found in an area where they'd already searched. That one was creepy. Talk about creepy. You hope somebody will come forward. Somebody who was at the party, who saw something. Maybe somebody who's more mature now and just has to get this off their chest. That's what you're always hoping for, right, guys? That's what you can hope for in terms of getting this case solved. Give me 1 second. Smoke. Okay, guys. Big J, take food stamps. Thank you for the offer, Amber. If I could, I would. Up in smoke. Oh. We got 5 left, so we're halfway done, guys. I'm staying on with you despite the Super Bowl, so keep that in mind. Hook me up. Help me out. Really? Oh, okay. I thought this had died again. Okay. Up in Smoke, Season 9, Episode 14. One of the most infamous Unsolved Mysteries segments, Up in Smoke, deals with the phenomenon of spontaneous human combustion. No wonder it's infamous. It examines 3 cases, 2 of which ended in death, with third being that of Kay Fletcher, a woman who says that one morning her back started emitting smoke that smelled like burned flesh, though she was unharmed. One expert said that SHC, is that her name again? Could be the spontaneous human combustion, SHC, could be the result of internal electrical currents causing a spark that ignites the body like a wick, while one skeptic called it crack pottery. I'd have to imagine that's a complete BS. I just watched this episode recently, and I was like, the special effects on this one are actually pretty good, she says. For back in the day, not for now. If we were to do them now, they would be laughable. But yeah, the interviewees are so credible, I found. And in fact, one of our researchers just came across another spontaneous combustion in the last couple of months, which we're looking into. I don't know. You have to decide if you believe that's possible or not, but it's an interesting one. I don't. Do you guys think it's possible, spontaneous human combustion? Is that not silly? Hey guys, everybody's watching the Super Bowl. A lot of people don't know about this because it's a new channel. It's a rough night for us. Nobody's supporting us even. I did that awesome skit. I thought I'd be a millionaire after that skit. Guys, I played 2 girls, and critics said you couldn't even tell I was a guy playing them. That's how good I did. And still nothing. Yeah, Kubi's fine. She just had to go to what do you call it? Her show. Her class. Nice to know they upgraded the cards. Yeah, send me a flyer, I'll be united. You saw some photos of spontaneous combustion. Well, I'd like to see those photos. Voices from the Grave, Season 2, Episode 19. Here we have a case of a murder that was solved. It's the way it was solved that still puzzles Dunn Muir and others involved. In 1977, respiratory therapist Teresita Bassa was found stabbed to death underneath a burnt mattress in her Chicago apartment. There were no clues outside a note Bassa left for herself to, quote, get theater tickets for AS. 5 months later, one of her co-workers, Remibus Chua, started having dreams about the murder and speaking in her voice to her husband while she slept. What? Saying the killer was a man named Alan Showery and that he took Bassa's jewelry to give to his girlfriend. They went to the police with the claim, and sure enough, the detectives found that Showery knew Bassa, and his girlfriend was wearing her jewelry. Whoa. Well, this guy probably already knew that. Confronted with the evidence, he confessed. He confessed, but nobody could figure out a rational explanation for Chua's knowledge of the details. The segment was popular enough that NBC turned it into a TV movie in 1996. You can decide, was Teresita's friend possessed by her spirit? Says Dunmere. But the fact that she had the very, very specific information about Alan Showery, the jewelry, and how Teresita was murdered, I have to believe that she got the information from somewhere. She was a co-worker. They didn't even know each other well, but it's interesting that she chose her to channel this information through. I love that Showery was so freaked out and that he was like, yeah, I did it. They were co-workers. I'm pretty sure this girl just was hanging out with the girlfriend, saw the jewelry, and recognized it. What do you think? Lori, still here. Lori, thank you. You are champion of the night, Lori. The only one. Listening to this podcast and researching the flyer. How's my boy Tom doing? Give me 1 second, guys. I'm not going to quit on you. I promise. I will finish this, but I want to see how Tom's doing. Seven to 3, he's leading. Tommy boy. Oh, guys, I love Tom Brady. All right, Charlie, you can take off if you're tired. I love Tom Brady, guys. He's like my hero. He really is. I don't for a second believe it's spontaneous combustion, guys. Cheerleader murder, season 10, episode 9. Jessica Keene was a 15-year-old cheerleader from Wineland Park, Ohio, who went missing in 1991 and was discovered dead in a cemetery 2 days later. Based on physical evidence, police determined that she'd been held hostage and raped before escaping her captor and hiding in the cemetery, barely clothed and with her mouth still duct taped shut. Tragically, her assailant found her, assaulted her again, and beat her to death with a headstone. Oh, man. The case remained cold until 2008, when a man named Marvin Lee Smith was arrested for assaulting 2 women, and police made a DNA match to Jessica's murder. So he couldn't even behave and think like, oh, I got away. Let me lay low. Idiot goes and does it again. Because he's a sicko to even do that in the first place. That one's chilling because she's so young. In the last minutes of her life, she lived in such terror and such fear, Dunmere says. It breaks your heart for this young girl, so I think that one's absolutely frightening. I'm very glad we got him behind bars. All right, guys, 2 more, and we are almost done. All right. If you would like to support the channel, let me put it one more time. To support, the headstone is the gravestone. To support the channel, HTTP. We haven't really had anyone support today, guys. So if you would like to, that's where you would do it. I'm going to work out something where maybe I'll mention it in the beginning of the show, middle, and then the end. I don't want to keep having to say it. I'm only saying it today because no one's doing it. But you know, a lot of people don't know now that we're doing it on this channel. So I don't know. Guys, let me go to the bathroom real quick, and then we'll finish our last 2. So give me 1 second. Still I'm coming down with something, waking up. staying awake much too much lately. You guys know I run myself down all the time. You know, 1 second, guys. All right, guys, last two, and then we will get to the Super Bowl. I think it's still... I know, well, when you drink this much coffee, you can't stop going, Hawk. All right, last two, guys. All right. Oh, my... All right, Dreamy Disappearance, Season 2, Episode 13, for around a year. Oh, wait, am I muted? Oh. 20-year-old Cindy Anderson had vivid nightmares of being abducted and murdered. Then, one morning in 81, she disappeared, never to be found. Around a year, huh? Prior to the incident, someone had twice spray-painted "I Love You, Cindy" by GW on a wall near the legal office where she worked, but police could never figure out who did the graffiti. One client recalled that Anderson had received a call the day before her disappearance that left her upset, and a month later, an anonymous woman phoned police to say Cindy was being held in a basement in a nearby house, but wouldn't provide any other details. Some suspect that she knew too much about a local drug ring that had ties to the legal firm she worked at, while others believed that she might have decided to run away from her strict Christian household and start a new life. Just the fact that she predicted her disappearance and we still don't know where she is frightening, says Dunmure. We were always questioning what the motive would be. Why Cindy? I don't know, unless they knew her or it was a crime of opportunity like the Patrice Enders case in Volume 1. She was just working in her hair salon in the middle of the day, and in 13 minutes, somebody abducts her. Cindy could have experienced the same thing. It was very lucky in Patrice's case that her remains were found, so everyone knew she had died. I have a feeling that Cindy is not with us any longer. I think that if she had just run off, she would eventually either come home or have been identified. All right, guys, we are at the very last episode. Oh, sorry, Kubi. Sorry about your car. All right, guys, last case. Last segment, I should say. The Rest Stop Killer, Season 5, Episode 21. The last creepy case, according to the co-creator. In 1991, Gordon and Jackie McAllister, who'd been married for 39 years, were taking a vacation in their RV when they stopped in Blind River, Ontario for the night. Around 1 in the morning, a man claiming to be a police officer knocked on their door, and when Jackie opened it, brandished 2 guns. He told them to hand over their money and any valuable possessions, then shot Jackie after she complied. What's the point of that? Gordon escaped the RV, and the man pursued him when 29-year-old Brian Majors pulled into the same lot. The gunman then killed Majors and drove off in a blue van. Gordon was able to produce a composite image of the murderer, but the man was never caught. It's believed that the assailant was a cop named Ronald West who lived nearby, owned a blue van, and the same type of guns used in the killings, and was convicted on separate murder charges, though he never admitted to this crime. This is one of those not doing anything wrong cases, says Dunmure. Anyone is kind of programmed that when a police officer shows up, you answer the door and interact with them. Unfortunately, these people did that, and 2 of them were murdered. It's scary that this guy's still out there. I don't think they had any DNA in this case. So maybe he's behind bars for some other crime and we don't know it. This is another example of a random murder. That's so scary. All right, guys, so these are the co-creators' picks. I don't know that all these would have been the one that I picked, but you know, some of them were pretty good. So we're going to end it there. I'm going to watch my Super Bowl and hope Tom Brady wins another one. Go, Tom. I love you, man. And maybe Tom's one of the 11 people watching this. No, I'm just kidding. I would think he was, but he's playing the Super Bowl right now. Anyways, as you guys know, I always appreciate your support. If you would like to support the channel, you know already, I've said it about 5 times. The link's in the description for the PayPal link. It's greatly appreciated right now. We got my mom can't work, as you guys know, because of her cancer. She's a survivor, and I have my knee and, you know, all that fun stuff. So anyone who has support, Lori, thank you so much for the support earlier. And anyone else who wants to help, thank you so much in advance. You know, that link will be there when I finish up, but I am going to call this a night. Thank you so much to everyone who supports the channel in one way or another. Please like the video and all those other ways of supporting. Thank you so much. I love you guys, and I will see you soon. And join us for the interview later tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. I love you guys, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye.